Hi everyone, my name is Carrie.
And I am Nick.
And we're here today to give some of you first-time high schoolers some great advice for your first day of high school.
That's right. Let's just jump right into it.
This is a big thing people are probably worried about since this year's sophomores and freshmen have both never been to a high school.
That's right.
Is how do I make friends?
Don't. One of the biggest things is you're going to not want to make friends your freshman year. Terrible idea.
Red flag.
Absolutely awful. You don't want to know people.
There's too many people in high school.
Far too many. It's a problem that's plagued high schools for thousands of years.
There's a reason why they say keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Take some time to get to know your enemies. Maybe you'd like them. The more enemies you have, the better.
Enemies. There's going to be a lot of arguments.
And you're going to want to start as many as you can. I actually kept score of how many arguments I started.
What were you up to?
I was up to 300.
Speaking of high school beef, there's going to be a lot of it.
Yes, the cafeteria food is going to be absolutely riddled with beef or even chicken. Maybe pork if you're lucky.
Honestly, I wouldn't trust 99% of that stuff on the menu.
God knows what's inside the meat.
And if you're trying to be healthy in high school, don't even go to the salad bar because all these kids, they're touching the salad. Salad bar is actually where 99.9% of the diseases are contracted in high school.
Sometimes you do want to get a disease, and in that case, then you attend the salad bar.
We'll talk about that later in the video.
Yes, in the salad bar section. We're going to have a 30-minute discussion.
Speaking of unpleasant things, let's talk about the high school bathroom situation.
Oh man, aren't they fantastic?
What a work of art.
I love them. I'll never forget freshman year. There was a kid on the urinal, cheeks spread, pinching a loaf. Best thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I've definitely been into bathrooms where the toilets didn't work and the sinks didn't work, and it was sort of just a free-for-all anarchist situation. I've seen a bathroom stall where the door was somehow stolen. Like someone just has a bathroom stall door hanging out in their bedroom.
Oh yes, religion, that's going to be a big thing in high school. All of your friends are going to be trying to convert you to their religions, whether it be Islam, Christianity,
Scientology.
Although Scientology, stay open-minded to Scientology.
In high school, it's gonna be popular to be an agnostic, to not believe in anything, be like, oh, I don't know, we're just gonna turn up and dry into prunes and die one day. But I say, pick a side, even if it is wrong.
The only thing you should believe in is yourself.
Religion.
Unless, of course, you suck. Then forget it.
Speaking of faiths, you have to have faith in your ability to get good grades.
Unless you're stupid.
Grades is kind of a tricky part of high school because you want to do well, but you also don't want to look like you're doing well.
Exactly, because those who do well, they get bullied for it. My friend, he got stoned to death in the George H.W. wing of the school because he got a B on his test. If he got stoned to death for a B, you certainly don't want to be getting A's or, God forbid, an A+.
Whenever people ask for your grades, just say, oh, I got about a C.
Or if you want to be really cool, throw out a D or an F. Fs typically get the most respect. Now let's talk about bullying. You're going to want to do as much bullying as you can in high school because as soon as you get out of the real world, bullying is just not accepted anymore.
Yeah, high school is sort of like a playground where you can try to squeeze out as much inner inconfidence as you can before it's too late.
Exactly right. I remember we shoved a kid into an industrial shredder.
I don't even know that was bullying at that point.
It was murder.
Several state and federal laws we might have
What are you gonna do?
Bullying in specific, what are some like go-to lines?
If you're walking down the hallway, just
Just
shove a kid into the wall, you know, and say, "Get a job," or something along those lines. Compliment him. Nice backpack. Bullying is especially effective when you confuse them, so maybe push them to the side and say, "Hey, nice hair today."
So I know it's on your guys' mind right now. You've never tried before. Kind of a taboo subject, but we're gonna talk about it. Clubs. Don't do clubs, kids.
That's right. Don't join them. They're a waste of your time. Now let's talk about something fun. Drugs. You're going to be offered drugs all the time. They're going to be throwing them at you. The teachers, the students. You're going to be sitting in your third period English class. Your buddy, Timmy, right next to you, is going to pass you a heroin needle. You don't accept that offer? Well, I mean, you're what I like to refer to as a loser.
The great thing about high school is it's just free illicit substances.
That's right. And if you don't like doing drugs, you can always take them and sell them after school.
It's a win-win, no matter what.
Now let's talk about dating.
Dating.
Yeah,
that's a big D. It's one of the triple Ds of high school.
Triple Ds. Dating, drugs, and So, dating.
Dating is one of those things where it usually requires more than one person. When you're looking for a potential suitor, try to go for multiple. Usually you want in the range of 2+ girlfriends, just in case something happens. You usually want an understudy.
I typically have around 5 to 6 at any time. That's just in case one of them dies. I always have an extra girlfriend, like a spare tire. Always.
He's always on the side of highways.
I'm always on the side of highways.
But you always got to start from ground zero, and so one of the ways you can actually attract girlfriends is through money. And so what I like to do is hire one. In my experience in high school, I think the best way to meet other people is honestly through looking up from your phone.
That's if you're lucky enough to have a phone. My buddy carried around a landline with him.
No.
Very long extension cord on that.
Yeah, it was kind of hard for him to take pictures.
But moving on from that.
Relate. Everyone wants to know, how long should they be?
No longer than 2 weeks. 2 weeks tops. If you're with someone for longer than 2 weeks, well then you're basically married, and everyone knows marriage is lame.
You guys are going to be running late to your classes. We all know. We understand.
Or walking late.
Don't show up to class early. You want to go in after about like 3 or 4 minutes after the final bell rings.
This is a line that always works. I usually get the respect of the teacher as soon as I use it. I go, "What is up, teach?" with my hand like this.
I'll go by the light switch and I'll flicker it on and off and on and off, and I'll be like,
"Oh, that's good.
What's up?" And then usually I'll get security escorting me out after. There are some upsides to high school, believe it or not.
That's right. Your teachers are gonna be driving cars usually. Great source of gasoline. I usually would bring a hose and then I would siphon the gasoline out of their cars.
The teacher parking lot is also an excellent way to get some scholarship money.
That's right.
Usually I stand out behind one of the older teachers, and as she backs out, she'll hit me, and that's why I'm going to UCLA for free.
Here's the deal, folks. High school is gonna be a rough time.
It's not going to be easy.
But as long as you bully, you get in fights, stay away from the cafeteria food, don't wash your hands, do drugs, and date, you will be fine.
You are in good hands, and thank you so much for listening to our advice. We both have a high school diploma to show for it.
Well, you do.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is all a joke, obviously.
We were joking?
You're probably gonna go to jail or go to the dean's office for doing some of the advice.
I was serious.
Be sure to leave a like, share this video around, and good luck in your first or second or fourth year, fifth year of high school, guys. Catch you guys in the next video.
Subscribe. Contains beef or chicken. I think they put him in the sausage. There were times when I didn't know whether I should go in the toilet or the sink.
Okay, get me out of here. It's hot.